Hey guys, thank you for stopping by my channel. This is a weekly reading for Aries, May 31st through June 6th. All right, Aries, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Thank you for tuning in, showing me some love. Totally appreciate you. Let's look at what's going on between you and your person, May 31st through June 6th. We have a full moon coming up on June 5th, strawberry moon, along with the lunar eclipse. Potential for some intense emotion, right? Maybe that may be affecting you or your connection. Maybe not. We'll see. What is the energy of your connection, though, at this time? Okay, so we have the divine feminine coming out. So maybe you are the divine feminine watching this reading right now. We have release. This could be the divine feminine being in a purge period. That's definitely something that I've been picking up on myself. In the collective, this time right now has been really intense. A lot of heavy energy, a lot of releasing of just low vibrational gunk, emotional sludge, feeling lack, feeling less than, feeling envy, feeling jealousy, missing your person, despair, worrying, also worrying just about life at this time. What is it going to look like? How is it going to look going forward? So this also could mean a call or a need to step into more feminine energy, being open and receptive and releasing the need to control or try to force yourself into action or force situations. And then we have received, right? So what's been released has been received by someone in this connection. Maybe someone is sensing this letting go process, this purging period that the divine feminine, or at least this feminine energy, is creating. And at the bottom of the deck, we have union. And so what I'm getting here, maybe this is you, if you are the divine feminine, really releasing this need for union or desire for union, and your person, potentially divine masculine, has received that message, got that message. So let's look at some tarot cards to clarify this energy. Okay, yeah, so we have Three of Cups, which is, wanting to come together, wanting to connect, celebrations, joy, creating positive energy, which could have a lot to do with needing to release low vibrational energy to get into that space. And then we have Eight of Wands, communication, right? So I feel like someone in this connection, you divine feminine, if that is you, really releasing this desire to come back together, be in communication with your person. And this is something that maybe you had been holding on to for a while, and it just hasn't shown up. And so really needing to release that for your own benefit and ability to move forward. Yeah. And then we have the Ten of Cups. So this could also mean that, for some of you, maybe you have been in this purging period of letting go, and now this Ten of Cups is like finally showing up for you, because I'm also picking up that for some of you, this communication you've been waiting on has come forward, or there's been this connection with your person, and maybe it came unexpectedly or out of the blue. We are in Venus retrograde right now. That is definitely possible and heightened at this time because of the Venus retrograde. And so I'm feeling like you released something in order to receive what it is, you know, you've been wanting. So let's see what the energy is between you and your person at this time. Is that, you know, what's happening here? Have you guys come back together? Is that what is in the cards right now? Like what is going on? Because this really could go either way. So let's look at what the energy is directly between you two at this time. So we have faith, right? Someone's positive expectation, someone having faith in this connection is showing up. And look, again, letting go of expectations and having faith that things will work out, right? That's what is happening between you and this person that you're meant to be connecting with at this time. Yeah, right. And giving up, you know, this fear that maybe this is a one-sided love, you know, letting go of any expectation of reciprocity and your person giving back to you what it is, you know, you've been giving to them. So I feel like, you know, and I feel like this is you watching this reading, that you've been in this place, and because of that, that set the tone for the energy between you and this person at this time. I'm really sensing a balancing out, so I won't be surprised to see cards that reflect that. So let's pull some more tarot cards to see what comes out. Yep, so we have the Magician, we have Seven of Cups, and we have Seven of Pentacles. So it's like, you know, no more confusion, no more waiting for something to show up, really taking ownership of your own co-creating powers and deciding, you know what, I'm just going to focus on what it is that I want, focus on what it is that I want to create, and have faith that however it's supposed to show up, it will show up. And I feel like this is happening on both sides right now, but let's take a look at their energy and see if that's actually the case. Like, where are they at right now? So let me clear this out and make space for more cards. Okay, so where's your person at right now? Let's see. Where are they at? What is their energy? How are they viewing this connection right now? So we have the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. We have hostilities. And look, 10 of Cups again, happy family. Your person is finally seeing through what has previously blocked you in the past, or blocked them from seeing you as this 10 of Cups. And that's because they've been able to tune into their higher self to receive a higher perspective. Remember, we had this received card come out, which is all about, you know, messages being received, energy being received. So I feel like they've been getting new downloads, new insight, which has helped them to see through what previously had angered and upset them, right? They're able to see the bigger picture. At least they're trying to. Yeah, really opening up their spiritual eyesight to this relationship, to this connection. I'm going to clarify that with more tarot. So we have the Queen of Swords. So you guys may have been in some communication with one another, or this is how they have been seeing you as this Queen of Swords. It's like finally they're understanding what it is you've been trying to tell them. Like, and it's crystal clear for them now. They get it. Yeah, look, Justice. They got it. They get what you were saying. They finally are able to see your side, your point of view. And look, and it's taken a lot of soul searching on their part. They really had to dig deep, right? They really had to do some introspective work to be able to understand how you felt about things, why you felt the way you felt about things, right? Because, you know, Hermit is Virgo energy, Justice is Libra energy, and, you know, Queen of Swords is air energy. Like, your person is very analytical, and it's taken a lot. Like, they had to dig really deep to get to this place, right? Where are you in your energy with this? Is this something that, you know, you're aware of? Have they told you about this? Like, how are you viewing the connection at this time? So I just saw the attachment card as I was shuffling, and remember earlier we had all of this energy around letting go, having faith. So like I said, I feel like that's you know, releasing attachments, and that may be what has helped them to understand you better. Yeah, look, root chakra. You're just, you know, working to stay grounded in your own energy, stay strong, you know, not get too caught up. Yeah, right? Because you have your own worries. You have other things on your mind right now, you know, around work, around money, around your own well-being. And, you know, that's keeping you tied up, making you feel a little off kilter. So yeah, what I'm getting is you've really had no choice but to let this go, because there are other things that are happening in your life that just are taking precedence, you know, taking over in your space right now. And that may have pulled you away from focusing so much on this, and inadvertently, you know, well, whether it was intentionally or not, it's created a new space in the connection for this person to really start to see, you know, how you see things, your side of the situation, maybe seeing, you know, what they did wrong, what they could have done better, and, you know, why or what they contributed to whatever difficulties you experienced in the connection, just from you pulling away. Because that's what I'm getting here, is that you've pulled away from the connection. It's like, you know, you have other things to worry about at this time. So let's clarify this. Yeah, so look, we have the Nine of Swords again. Well, you know, I see this as being equal to the Nine of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. You know, Queen of Wands is definitely worried about her or focused on her business, focused on what it is that she wants to create, and having the strength to get what it is she wants. That's what the Queen of Wands does. She's very strong. She's very motivated. She's she's at her best when she's confident. And when she's worried about her coins, she's not confident. So I feel like that's where your focus has been. And, you're starting to see this as too much of a distraction, right? And so you're not giving as much attention to it. You're actually taking that energy and channeling it into your work, into your business, into building up your own cup, your own projects, your own prosperity. Because when this card comes out upright, it forecasts or foretells of abundance, incoming abundance, things starting to look up financially. And so I feel like what's happening here is that instead of focusing so much of your energy on them, on this connection, and I'm speaking to you now directly, divine feminine, because even though there may be, some masculines watching this reading, I am really picking up strongly that if you're tuning in right now, like, this energy is the viewer, which to me, we have, Queen of Wands here. When it talked about how they were seeing you and viewing you in the connection, we had Queen of Swords. So I'm really feeling like this is you, the viewer. Like, this is definitely feminine energy. Beautiful. So leaning into what it is you're passionate about and focusing and channeling your energy there, versus putting so much of it into this connection. And because of that, that is helping them to see beyond, the hostility that they may have been holding on to at one time, and now helping them return to how they felt when you guys first got together. Yeah. And I definitely feel like this is someone you are not talking to right now. You guys have been in this separation, but as a result of that, things have started to work themselves out on their own. And you may or may not be aware of this. And this is really interesting because this kind of storyline, Aries, keeps coming up in many of the readings that I'm doing at this time. And, there's a lot going on with Venus retrograde right now, and all of the other planets at play within that. And so, it's definitely an opportune time, a prime time for this kind of scenario to play itself out. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep, channeling this darkness into light, into yourself, into the things that you care about, that build you up, that make you feel good, that make you feel like you've achieved union inside, because you have. You've achieved it. You are achieving it with yourself when you shift your focus into that energy. So let's see what they feel about you. Okay? How do they feel about you? And for that, I would like to use this deck. This is the Mystic Moon Oracle deck. So when it comes to how they feel about you, what does that look like? Yeah, see? Exactly what I said. We have refocus. They've been reassessing the situation. They're starting to see things through a new lens. Yeah? They're starting to see things through here, right? Versus here. And as a result of that, they are healing. They are healing. They are starting to feel a lot better about things. And because of that, they can see more clearly. They can see themselves. They can see you more clearly. And this has them admiring you, right? Admiring your strength, admiring your poise, your grace, your beauty, and admiring your ability to transform. Because you've definitely undergone a transformation as a result of this connection and how things have played out. This has caused you to really shift, right? I feel like both of you have had to shift focus, whereas you have had to shift focus onto yourself, put the mirror onto you. They, having turned away from you, have now turned back and they're looking at you. They're focusing on you again, but that's because you've decided to focus on yourself. Very interesting. Well then, let's look at what it is they want with you now that they have decided to refocus your way, refocus on this connection. And you know, I'm taking my time here because when I get these kinds of readings, it's not that I don't, promote this or, like to see this kind of thing, but I also don't like to give false hope or, make people believe in something that, may not occur. But this is what's coming out. And it doesn't necessarily mean, like, we can look at, and we are going to look at in the extended, what kind of action they would like to take toward you. But just based on what I'm seeing right now, there's definitely been a shift away from this negative energy that they have been carrying around. And I mean, you see on this card, it's a masculine, into being able to see this as a possibility again. So, yeah, I feel like they want to move through what has blocked you guys. And I think I said that earlier, right? There had been something that came up, some wounding that occurred, and it could have just been the way they were looking at things. Their perspective may have just been skewed in this situation, but they are ready to move beyond that. It comes out under the refocusing card. Like they're taking their attention away from what had not been working. They're moving out of the resistance, right? They're healing that resistance. Look, it came out This resistance card came out under the justice and the healing. In different paths. So they see that you've shifted, right? This came out under the admired card. So they see that, you know, you've decided to go in a different direction, and this is actually causing them to be even more attracted to you. I feel like there's, you know, a high level of respect that they have for you around that. So when it, you know, comes to where they are, they're definitely in a shift. They're shifting, you know, out of this like hard ass, stubborn energy into being able to see things from your point of view. And as a result of that, maybe wanting to have some kind of conversation or, you know, come toward you. But you have, you know, focused your attention elsewhere. You're focusing on your own abundance, on things that are important to you in your life outside of this connection. And that's actually what is drawing them back to you at this time. So Aries, let's take a look at the extended. Let's look at, you know, what action are they ready to take now? If they, you know, are in this energy, what do they want to do about it? Do they want to really come forward? And if so, what do they want to come forward with? So those are your messages. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button for me. And please subscribe to my channel so that we can stay connected. And if you're going to join me for the extended, you can go ahead and click the link in the description box and it'll take you right where you need to be. And if this is where we end, then hey, I'll see you next time. Peace.